All right, so this is a video part two regarding the Pixilation project, where we'll be making the title. So, all right, let me just mute this for a bit. It's annoying. Yeah, so here's the title. Just a real simple, quick title. Let me know if you want me to make a animation reveal, right? So that's a little bit more, fancy and fun to look at. And the work involved isn't too bad to make it a reveal where you see nothing and it just cleverly reveals itself through animation. Okay, so let me know if you guys want that. And then from here, here's animation, here's the sound effects, and the sound effects are keyed so that it starts low and then it rises. See, this is the sound file, and then it pitches up and then fades out, doing these little keyframes animations of the sound. Rises up and rises down the sound level, and then it makes a big difference in terms of the sound. Yeah, that way it doesn't overlap, and it just makes for a better sound quality. It really does, the before and after. Anyway, so these are the sounds and they're timed to the animation. Let me just mute all of that. Right, so here, and there's a lot of fun to timing the sound effect to the motion. So like I said, you just have to assume that, not assume, pretend that this is stop motion, right? Because like I said, I don't have stop motion footage on me, but the concept is on point. And then here, and then here, and I raise the sound volume because when you have music in the background, uh, it kind of competes with the sound effect, and as a cheat, it's this is why I also pitched it up and pitched it down, so it punches through the underlining music. Yeah, that's the reason why. So it goes up and goes down. And if you notice here, there's two, right? Here and here, the same thing. And you if you're looking at it for the first time, you'll wonder, why is there two of the same thing? And so basically, if you look here, it says left and right, L and R over here. So your left stereo, right stereo. And then while this guy, it doesn't seem to have that, right? And that's my interpretation, and that's probably what it is as well. Where some of the sounds doesn't have that option, while others do. Like this guy does, and this guy does, this one does. The only one that doesn't are these. I guess when the sound was produced and made or whatever, generated. And boom boom, and it also fades out like that, and it also fades in from here. The sound, the title fades in. Okay, this is what that is, cross dissolve. I wish it said fade in and fade out, but it just says cross dissolve, and this is not too hard to do. You just right click on it and apply it. And this pink stuff is the footage. Okay, oh no, that's not it. This is the footage, and the footage is green colored because I applied what you call a how do you say that? A sequence, a nested sequence. So this is another good thing to learn as well, where it's applicable for later on for After Effects. After Effects, the equivalent to After Effects is a pre-comp. So it's a good prelude to that for a nested sequence. Basically, all your image sequences, they're packaged and neatly packaged together into its own little bar. Yeah. And nested sequence, and it's over here. Nested sequence. And all the sounds are over here. Boom, boom. This is your main sequence, and this is the still images that are packaged together. If I double click on it, here it is. It opens up on its own, and inside of it, you have all of it here. Okay. And for this animation, I decided to just undo the doubling up on the frames, like how I showed you guys to do by twos. Well, for this one, since it's not stop motion, I just reverted back to just regular each individual frame because I was getting sick and tired of looking at it on twos. But for stop motion, totally different beast. You pretty much need it on twos. And that's if you when you notice how it's fast, that's the reason why. But yeah, so here's the animation. Yeah, so really fun stuff. That's what I mean by when you start adding sound and edit your stuff together and music, it really gets your creative energy going. And the way how I got that music, right, the kung fu fighting, is where there's this free software. The free software is called a 4K video downloader. Okay, I repeat, it's called 4K video downloader. It's free, right? And super simple. So I just opened a software app, and this is what it looks like. And then so you grab music or videos off of YouTube, and the way you do that is you go to YouTube, and you copy the link right from here, and then in the 4K video downloader, you copy it, and in here the app will automatically know that you copied something because it says here paste link, and it just knows. It says parsing, boom, see? And then you can extract the audio, or you could download the video, right? I just chose to extract the audio. MP3, M4A, just MP3. A normal quality, low quality, and you hit extract. And then it grabs it and you're good. Yeah. So, if you have like music from, I don't know, a soundtrack or your favorite title or something, whatever, just find it on YouTube and download it. And like I mentioned, use the 4K video downloader. It's free to download. Yeah, can't go wrong with it. So that's that part. Okay, so let's begin. I'm gonna just I guess start from scratch. Okay, so for the title, first thing you want to do is go under Window and Essential Graphics. We're gonna need that. Ignore all of this. Yeah, you can just ignore that. And then from there, I'm gonna grab all the frames. I'm just gonna move it over. So give it some room. Okay. Now I'm gonna press T, and I'm gonna just type in here. Okay, and see how the essential graphics panel changed, right? So this is all I wanted, but it showed all that other junk. Anyway, I'm gonna type in my title. that. Something different. Okay, so we did that. Now if you want to change the size and all that stuff, we want to look here, and this is where it is. But you notice how it doesn't change. So you just want to make sure to highlight all of it, and then you can kind of change the size. Okay, maybe something like that. And you click this open, and you choose from a list of font, type of font you want to use. All right, and the type of font you use is pretty darn important. So I take the time to look at the font that you browse through, and which one really kind of speaks to you, and use that. Don't just choose any old font, right? And then go from there. And over here you can either have a different setup ways, like this or this. Well, let me just move that, center it. Okay, right here, align and transform. And then also this one, it centers it. This one here and this one, and then from there, here, so alignment, and then from there, alignment in regards to the composition. So you're gonna mess around with this, as well as either this way, or that way. Okay, and then your text size and your color right here. So you choose your color. Okay, so that's that part. And let's zoom in a bit. So here it is. Okay, and just click outside so I don't see it's still live and active. So you want to press V as in Victor to get out of that tool. And from here you can just drag it, right? So this says 6 seconds, maybe around there, that's not 6 seconds, that's 6 frames. Let's zoom out a bit. So, and here's your second, maybe right there. Okay, you can just from here move and snap it. Wait, okay, come on. All right, good. All right, so that part, you can grab all of these. Why is it acting up like that? All right, good. Okay, so bring that. Okay, so here you got a little section there. You got this over here. I recommend you select all of this and make it into a nested comp, because it sucks to keep on grabbing and drag and selecting like that. So you want to right click, and you're gonna make a nest, and you can just name it okay, so now it's nicely packaged like that. So you just grab it once. Okay, and back to here, and usually you want it to be at least a couple of seconds, right, to read the title. So let's zoom in, and this part will confuse you because just momentarily it did confuse me, where I thought this was seconds, but these are your frames. And then this is 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, right? So let's make it for at least, let me just, come on. From there you grab it, yank it. 4 seconds. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1004, 1005, 1000. It says 4. Anyway, so there you go. And then you can just kind of link it, zoom in, holding the Alt and middle mouse to drag, right? Just snap it. Alt and middle Alt and scroll, mouse scroll to kind of zoom back out. Okay, and like I mentioned before, you can use this as well. And let's add a fade in. So fade in is kind of fickle. You have to precisely place it somewhere. You select it, right? And from here at the very beginning, you want to right click apply default transition. Okay, so at the very beginning, you can't just select anywhere, right? You gotta click right at the beginning and right click and go add, apply default transition. And it will do that for you, fade in, like that. And let's see if your fade in is could be faster, right? If you want it to be. So this little bar here, your cross dissolve, right? You can just from here, like hover over it. Come on. All right, select it, and then you go there. And you can truncate it. See, like that. Alt and mouse scroll to kind of show everything. Same thing for the end. You go to the end point right here, right click, apply default transitions. Ooh, no. This guy, have him selected, right click, add default. Damn! Get out of my way here. Select him, right click, add default. Finally. Alright, so there you have that too. If it's doing that to you, just grab the other guy, chuck him out of the way for a bit, and it's too slow of a fade. So I grab my crossfade, right? And then hover, turns into that red bar, and squeeze it. Alt and mouse scroll to zoom out. Alright, so maybe it's too long, right? Maybe I'll select my text, squeeze it. Like that. And you can go back in, squeeze it at the end point. Right. You can grab him, kind of bring him back and have it snap. Let me grab him, move that. Let's see here. And then maybe I'll just put that over here. Give a little bit of space. And let's add a fade for him as well. So from here, like I mentioned, you grab him, go to the very beginning, right click, apply default transition. See? And that's pretty much that. So let's make it shorter to fade in. And I put a little gap here so that you can see a little bit of black. Because if we don't, right? I guess it's okay. Up to you. It's instantaneous. I like to add just a little bit right here. Like that, see? Little things like that. And you go over here towards the end. Select it, right click, add default transition. I think it's gonna be too slow. So you hover, it's kind of fickle, right? And you grab it, squeeze it. Boom, 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 boom. Pop. See, and there you go. And the computer may or may not be laggy. You just have to deal with it. I set it to 1/4 resolution. It's still laggy, which is really annoying. So that's the transition part. In total right now, I think this video is running at 9 minutes and then plus another 10, so that's 20 minutes. So this 20-minute, I'm going to end it here. That way at least it shows the text and the fade in, fade out. And the next tutorial I'll go over just adding sound effects and music. Okay, I'm trying to keep the videos short. Yeah. All right.